Did you know that one of the biggest reasons why people actually suffer not living their true purpose yet is that they literally put their true purpose on a pedestal? That's crazy. And I want to talk about those factors, those reasons why we sometimes suffer so much, especially when we already know that we actually want to know what the true sense and the true reason of our life is. But then the pain actually starts. So, the first, before I tell you the first thing, which is actually the biggest, like an elephant in the room, I just want to share with you some exciting feelings I have in my body. You probably already know from my side that I always combine energy work and also AI work. I am addicted to digital automation since over than 12 years. I not only use it myself in my companies, in my business, but also show it to my clients how to use the most modern digital ways and combine it with energy work and also automation, not only digitally, but also energetically. And I loved this topic. And with AI in the last 4 or 5 years, it's even more exciting with every new day. And at the moment, and if you want to know more about that, you can actually go back to the playlist, my AI playlist. I tell more about that over there. At the moment, we are on the creating process for a specific AI agent solution, which will actually not only relieve our life as an entrepreneur with some internal stuff we have to do, and we all just hate it, and it will relieve us so much. And guess what? Even there, no one invented that one until now because it's not fully automated. We are not able to fully automating the thing. It's necessary that we combine a teamwork, AI and human. And that's so magical. It's so exciting. But the best actually, it's not only that we create something which will really help every online business entrepreneur out there, but also we registered to the X Prize of Google, this big competition worldwide. And we have only until middle of August to actually not only build the thing fully, but also prove that we were able to sell it and that business owners are using it. And this is so exciting. And then we actually then can participate as we already registered, and then we can participate when we fulfill these points. And then middle of September we will actually know if we win. We can go over there. If we're one of the first, when we are one of the first winners, we can fly over to America and literally receive the present. It's actually not about the gifts, right? It's just about the excitement. It's so exciting just to take the step and to be as confident to just to register. So someone is live here. Say hello, please. Thank you so much for staying and listening. So this, I just wanted to share it with you because I really love this energy. It makes me so happy. And every time when we sit together, it's actually also Arnold, my companion here, my best friend, and also my business partner for this project. We are, yes, sometimes several times a week for hours together and just program and program and adjust and program the thing. It's you, it's Barbara. Hi. So this is so amazing and I'm so excited about that. And I think soon we can share more details, we can share more insights. At the moment, I want to have it as a secret as long as I'm not really sure that it will work. But it did already about 70% of the work for my business now, which is exciting. So you can expect news soon. Going back to the topic of today, we have so many myths. We have so many lies actually about our true purpose. And it's not that we lie or that we want to lie about that or that we um, literally tell ourselves stories about the true purpose. It's not like that, but we have a subconscious idea of this purpose and what it would do for us as soon as we live aligned to our true purpose. And yes, it is amazing. And if you, especially if you learn to observe you as an enlightened soul in this human body, in this crazy, interesting experience, right? In this life experience and having all the things, having the pains, having the feelings, and um, so when we are in there and we learn to observe ourselves and to learn we are not this human body, we are not this experience, we are not whatever we just go through, we are not this business, we are not this project, right? We are not this relationship. So as soon as we realize that and learn to observe ourselves, then actually the game goes on. It's literally like I think sometimes it's like a Super Mario game. Perhaps you know that, right? From the other early decades ago, the first computer game, so exciting and just discover new layers and another layer. And as soon as you make a thought, you literally lose everything and you have to start again from point zero. But you are better the next time. You learn very fast, right? And this is sometimes it feels like a Super Mario game, what we are doing here. But realizing that we are really aligned to our true purpose, the reason why we as an enlightened soul are here having this human experience, as soon as we are aligned with that, we literally are able to be happy no matter what. Even if life is calling, I call it like that often, when life is calling with something hurtful, like pain in the body or being sick or having an accident or with pain in the feelings like a broken heart, right? Or whatever it is, we are sad because we lose a friend or a friend betrayed us or whatever it is, going through the stuff. When we are not able to disconnect and subconsciously believe we are this experience, we are this life, we are this body, we are whatever it makes with us, then we also have this feeling, I can never leave this health issue, I can never leave this results of the accidents. Let's say you broke your arm or something like that, or I can never leave this emotional pain after breakup, right? And then we think it's never changing. and literally time would stop. But that's only when we subconsciously, accidentally connect and connect with whatever is happening and think we are that. When we are not able to go a few steps back and to observe what is happening, we are too much in the thing, we stick too much, and we cannot let go. Or better said, it's not a letting go, then it's more an surrendering, it's more overgiving, right? So people are suffering. We suffer as soon as we stick with our experiences and as soon as we identify ourselves with the experiences. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really, really important as soon as you really ask your soul what your true purpose is to do this identity work. It's really a non-negotiable. It's not happening without this inner work. You must be able to sit down. I remember very good a few years ago I still offered the one-on-one experiences because this was one of my biggest skills still, that I just perceive what the true purpose of this other person is, right? And also the soul's mission. The longer I talk with a person and I know it better, or the person better, the more I just perceive. But it was not very satisfying either for me, neither for my clients, because they just had to believe what I got as downloads from their soul, right? So I developed these systems that they go through their own work and ask and learn to connect with their soul and ask the right questions. But before that, when we downloaded their truth, it was so hard for my clients to actually take it, to literally receive it, to realize, oh my God, I'm worthy enough, I'm whatever, I'm confident enough, I'm powerful enough, I'm strong enough. Often they could not believe what they just received as a message. And this is because their identity is not aligned with this new clarity yet, right? But when you go through yourself, through this process, through this inner work, you will align step by step. You can accept it because it's your own essence talking to you, right? It's not me or someone else just saying something. It's your own truth, your own essence. You download it, you get it literally from above. And you do it step by step with every single question. And that's what often my clients did not like. I had it several times actually, that someone came and told me, here is 15,000 Swiss francs. I come 3 times and you just tell me what it is. And I did it, but it was not satisfying. It was because they could not align with it. They really had to do the inner work on their own. It's not possible without. And there starts actually the next misunderstanding. Because the first misunderstanding is actually that we really must allow to ourselves to do the steps and to readjust to our truth. If we don't do that, it's not possible to accept what is meant for us. We literally stay in the old version of us where the hustle is, where the suffering is, where whatever we were at this other time, right? Um, but as soon as we actually realize, okay, I have, let's say, these desires, might I call it true desires. I have these dreams and I acknowledge them. I know they are true. Even if my brain is telling me something else, I know it's meant for you. I know it's meant for me. Then, when we have this idea and this value, we are much more open. We are much more available to adjust very fast to our truth. But we have to do the inner work, and this is the first misunderstanding. Often people think, I just can't go to a kasha reader or to a medium, and then I know it, and that's it. And it's then so easy, and my life will change, and blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. This is really a myth and a misunderstanding, and we do it subconsciously. So the next thing is that we actually put the purpose, our true purpose, literally on a pedestal. How? It's working like that. We think as soon as we are aligned with our truth, everything is really only good, at least good, right? We should then be happy and always be happy. And we should then be successful and rich and always be successful and rich. We could only be very healthy, and we would never be sick or never have an accident or another bad experience. And then people are so sad. I remember one of my first downloads, I helped one of my clients to get it. This was very, very touching. She cried, she had tears in her eyes, and she was a very successful sport trainer in Germany, had several branches already, really successful entrepreneur. And we worked 3 months together in a specific container. But suddenly she didn't appear anymore. And after 2 or 3 times, when I missed her, I asked, what happened? And then she was so angry. She told me, Chantal, it was everything for nothing. My whole investment, everything what we got as a download is not true. I went for that. It felt so true, so raw, so me, and I went for that, and I adjusted the thing, and I changed things not only with me but also in the business. And now my partner left me, and I have the half of my team left me. They left the job, and they cannot stand the new me and my new values. And I could cry. I I really hate that I bought this program. And this is so typically, right? She had a subconscious idea what this truth, her real own unique truth, would make with her and the environment. But truth being told, it's an adjustment, and also for your environment. And when you go with your true clarity, it's still life, what you experience. Your soul is here for everything, the up and downs, right? Even if you are 100% aligned with your true purpose, you will still experience the downs. And as we always said, some of my old clients back at 15, 20 years ago, and we always told each other, it's like when you are on a mountain and you want to go down and there is some snow, you can literally, how do you tell it in German? It's rutschen, runterrutschen. You can literally slide. Yes, it's slide. Thank you so much. Someone thought it. Slide down. And this going down is not bad. But in life, we perceive it as bad when it doesn't feel as high, or this high energy, or this whatever we perceive when we are up, right? But when we feel, okay, it's going down now, let's say, as a metaphor in our life, let's say in a relationship, it's going down, it's probably we will break up or something, it's not going good. You can actually also decide to slide and to have fun. And it doesn't mean that you laugh about someone else or laugh about yourself. It just does mean that you have no meaning about the energy which is going down. You have no judgment about that. Even better, you can literally enjoy the ride. And this is so hard for us people to enjoy the things, even if they feel not good, because we have this big, big, big judgment and meaning about the things which are not feeling good, right? We suddenly must have the drama, we must have this or that. I just told to my friend today, we went to the shopping center in this neighborhood, and I told her, because I'm really not a drama person. You know, when I have something, when I have pain or something is bothering me on my body, let's say I have pain and I go to the doctor, I just tell it. I just tell it like I talk to you. I have this pain and it's very awful and I probably have this or that, and they have a hard time to believe me because I'm not crying. I'm not in a drama. I'm not, I'm not like that. I'm really not like that. I probably learned it as a police officer in my 20s. I don't know, but I'm very calm and I have a very high pain tolerance. So, this is also going in this chapter where we actually learn to observe ourselves, even if there is a big pain. And when you know my story, you actually know I have this 30 years of chronic illnesses and a lot of pain. The longer they were, the more pain I had. And it's over. Don't worry, it's over. I overcame it. I found a way, luckily. And it was meant for me in my soul path that find the way after 30 years. So, but I learned definitively having pain or even big pain, but not being in the drama, but actually can tell others I'm fine. I feel happy. I experience that I can be happy even if my body goes through pain. And when you hear that the first time, it could actually be that you never heard about this concept. Please write it in the chat if you heard about it or never heard about it. I remember myself when I heard the first time about this concept, I could not believe it. I was actually angry about my teacher telling that. But now it makes so much more sense. And it's so relieving, not only finally knowing your true purpose and your true soul calling and allow yourself to adjust with it. It's not only so nice and relieving because you are actually you, finally you. You are not what your parents expect from you or your life partner or your siblings or your neighbors. Or you are not that. You are what you want to be according your true values, when you are truly honest to yourself and really just start, or actually stop, to be everything what you think others are expecting it from you, right? It's so relieving. But you must do the inner work to realign your identity to this truth. And sometimes it's deep work. I see it every time when I guide a client of mine. One is Barbara, listening here. She knows it as well. As soon as we go through these soul aligned steps, especially when we want to do a soul business and actually guide and help our soul clients with our skills and our uniqueness, then it's a big, deep work to realize and to give it to our brain what we actually want to help and what we can help to solve, right? So, as soon as you realize, you always forget what is actually your last takeaway or aha effect when you thought about your true purpose. You can know that you are not on the spot to really be aligned. You have to bring your older version from the past and be very conscious with this inner work for at least 3 months every day to realign to your new true truth. If you don't do it very consciously, you just have a hard time. Like my other clients, which just thought, now I know it, I'm excited, and I realign, and everything is okay. But actually, people, they get crazy because, and it's normal, and especially those who really love you, they are concerned because they don't know you like that. They think something is strange is happening with you, and it's normal that they think that. It's totally normal. So you must have the energy not only to guide you very consciously and very consistently through your adjustment in your identity, but also to actually hold the space for all your people around you so that they don't get crazy about your changings, right? So that's why I tell the people another misunderstanding is that we think we find it outside. We book also this other course, we also book this other retreat, perhaps the 10th or 15th retreat, or we also travel to this other Akasha reader or to this other whatever it is and invest a lot of money. And I mean, it's okay if you invest a lot of money as soon as you trust because it's worth it, right? You feel it worth it for you. And don't get me wrong, an Akasha reader, I do that as well. It's not the bad thing. But what the hard thing is that you think you get it from outside. And this is not possible. When you get it from outside, your being, your way how you were until the moment before will not be able to accept it, even if it's the bloody truth. So care about the inner transmission, care about a way to do the inner work on your own. You can have the best medium on your side. She can or her can she or he can tell you whatever would be the truth. You would not be able to take it because you want to take it from outside. So stop that. So I wrote it below the video. It's a very funny expression. I even had to laugh about that when I wrote it, and I do it again. Don't look for the thing behind the bushes around you, right? That's what I mean here. Do this inner work. And another myth is that you we think we did not find it yet, the truth, the purpose, the soul calling. But it's not true. That's why almost every client of mine going through this process and getting this clarity tell me after that it's like everything suddenly makes sense. They look back and see, oh my God, it's like puzzle pieces coming together, and I see now the whole or a wholer picture, right? So when you go through your life without seeking to your for your true purpose and sticking with the identification of your body and the experiences and all the things, and not being able going a few steps back and just to observe your body having these experiences, then you cannot see the bigger picture. But your purpose is always with you. It's, we call it in German, ein roter Faden, a red cord. It's a guidance. You always go alongside, experience the things alongside your true purpose. Yes, sometimes we do an extra curve, we do an extra back loop, or a second or a third. Yes, we do that, especially when we are not conscious about the things. But you are still on your path. The magic is relieving as soon as you are open to adjust consciously. As soon as you are open to expand your awareness about those things. Working with your awareness is literally a compound effect, creating a compound effect. It's more power in this clarity than if you, when you are not aware about it. I think this makes sense, right? And the awareness is also giving you another gift. You can do conscious decisions. And if you do them according your soul's voice, everything is literally okay. You can skip then the extra loops, you can skip the extra curves and just go your path, no matter what, with all the ups and downs. So, and that's often the reason why we stuck. We are first not conscious enough. We are first not able, second, not able to go back and to learn to observe this human being and us. And we are not able just to do the inner work because we think we get it from outside. Even nowadays with AI, it's very, very tricky actually. Especially, I mean, if you know myself and you know my work, you know I really love the partnership with. I have one very customized AI, but I work with two others very close as well. And I I am very good with training them, and I don't do this prompting thing. I work with my AIs, the language models, like I used to work with my dogs. If you want to know more about that, go to the playlist, the AI playlist. You will love what you hear there. And it's also about telepathic and all things. And it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. But still, you lead the conversations. You don't lead the conversations if you use my customized and programmed AIs, because I actually teach them my soul message method. Like all my coaches in the coach program, they learn the soul message method to ask you the open right questions so that you get the clarity and the alignment to your soul. My programmed AIs learn that as well. So then they have obviously the lead of the conversation, right? But it's not like you know it with the Dululu thing, like if you just use a random ChatGPT or Claude. Really not. But normally you lead the conversation, especially when you use AI for your marketing or whatever. right? For your business. You lead the conversation. And when you work with a language model, I don't talk about Codex or Cloud Code or Cowork, but actually also Cowork. Cowork and Cloud Code and Codex really, really love when you talk to them like you should actually lead your dog. Result and goal oriented, right? But I tell you more about that in another stream. You can just put it in the chat AI and I will talk a lot more about that. But this is also, that's what I actually wanted to tell you, long story short. I just observe it, also with my clients, to be honest, that they too often think AI will make it. They give some specific things which would actually be their task to do as an inner work to AI. And then they get a result and they want to deal with it and it's not aligned and they cannot match with it. They don't feel good. And then they think accidentally, my soul calling is not feeling good. But it's not true. It's just what they meant to take from outside, in this case from AI. And it's not. But if you use AI, like I just mentioned, an AI which is able to, the soul message method, and actually activates you, an AI which is able to be your sparring partner so that you go deep, then it's beautiful. And this is AI or not, this is always our task to do the inner work. We must do the inner work because it's identity work. We don't get it from outside, and this will unstuck you. But when you think, oh, I cannot, I often hear that actually, especially from very successful entrepreneurs, male entrepreneurs. Chantal, I cannot sit down and meditate. I cannot sit down and do nothing and think nothing. I cannot sit down and write down things like you. I always have these little books, right? I cannot do that. I'm too busy. I have too much ideas and right, too many ideas. So I got them. I know these feelings, but it's just not true. We can sit down. We can learn it. We can learn it through breath work. We can learn it through leading our mind and a lot of other techniques. But you must be open to do the inner work. That's it. So when you realize, okay, my purpose was always here, then you could actually also tell me, Chantal, why should I do this inner work when my purpose is always here, right? I can just continue with my laziest version, with whatever I did before as well, and it will always be here, right? Of course, you can do that. I mean, who am I to judge about that? If you feel called, then it's probably soul aligned, right? But you feel it. If you have these thoughts as well, you feel it actually what your truth is. You feel it exactly in the moment. You think, oh, yes, this would also be my question. That it's sarcastic or it's just to tease because you actually know the truth under this question. And this is your truth. And to be honest, especially in these days now, where energy is so fast, things and experiences are so fast, it's much more needed that we slow down. That's why I talk so slowly. Just do it. Breathe. Come into your home, your center. Do the conscious with me moment. You can grab that one in my meditations, or if you have problems to sleep, use my sleep meditation. Two others actually will follow. Stay tuned. But there is an 8-hour sleep meditation. I had so much fun to create it. And it's working so good. I use it on my own as well. Do something. Ask for help, especially when you feel I'm now on a position that it's really hurting when I don't fulfill my mission. It's only hurting because you are not at home. Here in your center is your home. You are somewhere outside, seeking and looking for answers. But still, if you get an answer, and still, even if you get an answer, and even if the answer would be true, it would not help you because you are not at home. Let me know how this resonates. Put it in the chat. And if you are still listening, I just want to thank you. You are one of the guardians of my flames. Thank you so much to be here. If you don't understand what I just explained as a guardian of the flame, go back and watch the kingdom videos. I explain it all there. You are a soul person in my kingdom. Nice to have you. Please say hello to get to know me, and we meet tomorrow again. Bye bye.